Was this like extraterrestrial? Was this celestial guidance? I mean, was this...
It always is. It always is. None of you are here alone. All of you are powerful creators. All of you are meaningful and important. All of you have come with great reason and purpose. And if you don't feel fabulous, you've deviated somewhere along your trail. And it's time to wake up in the morning and reach for the high-flying disc and train yourself back on it and find out who you are.
So that everybody watching, everybody here, it's like when there's something inside of you that's calling, it's like I just think of it as a calling.
By the time you hear the calling, though, you have trained yourself to the frequency, and that calling feels like inspiration. In other words, that's when it starts being revealed to you. You start realizing it, you see. By the time you feel the calling, you've been in the frequency long enough that you're starting to translate it into something that's meaningful for you. Yeah, and that's a self-taught course.
Yeah.
So basically what we're talking about, what she's talking about here as far as a calling is concerned is that you have placed something in your vortex, or you can say, I even hear people say something as far as like a soul purpose, or I heard people say, they got kind of different names for them, but basically what it is that you have made this somewhat of like an agreement to have this purpose when you come here that you want to fulfill by you. There's nothing on the outside that has, so to speak, put this there for you. This is something that you wanted to do when you came here. So this is basically what she's saying by this particular calling. So yeah.
It's interesting because now this thing that I'm writing, I mean, I took the Tao Te Ching, this famous book written 2,500 years ago, and wrote my interpretations of it in a book when I turned 65, 8 years ago. And now, like, I have a place on Maui, and I had 4 things that I had to do. I had to stop at the Safeway to get some gift cards, because I was going to see my kids. I had to stop at the bank to get some cash, because I was going to see my kids. Right? You have to have lots of cash for that. I had to stop at the vitamin store because I wanted to pick up some supplements because I was going on this trip, and this is a part of that trip. And I wanted to stop at another store that sells something called poke, which is this wonderful Hawaiian food that I love. And then I was going to come back to where I was going home. But instead, my car actually drove me. I wasn't driving. I don't even know how to say this. I was just...
You were inspired to behavior that wasn't coming from your conscious mind.
Right.
Because you were in vibrational accord with broader perspective, who knows who you really are and where you really meant to go.
Okay, so it took me to Barnes & Noble. Okay? And I'm at Barnes & Noble, and I'm walking into Barnes & Noble, and I'm halfway out of the car, and all of a sudden, what am I doing here at Barnes & Noble? I got to get back home. I got a flight to catch. And I'm over to, and I'm going to take this another classic text that's called the Bhagavad Gita that was written again 2,500 or so years ago.
Now fast forward for a little bit and imagine being in the clarity that you're in now, walking through Barnes & Noble and knowing that there's something really important there for you, feeling that sort of clarity about it.
Right.
In other words, you stumbled into it and you knew it when you saw it, but wouldn't you like that clarity every step of the way?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yes.
But not every step.
Yeah.
But a lot of them. A lot more of them than I used to.
Right.
So there I am looking through various things on the Bhagavad Gita because it's just been a calling. I just think that this ancient text has been misinterpreted in so many ways. And there's...
Like all ancient texts.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it up.
And then...
You have access to source energy now.
Okay.
Right now. All of you.
So what she mean by give it up is like a lot of times that we would have these different quotes, or they would say these ancient texts that people are telling us this is the way it's supposed to mean. And sometimes people do not believe that. They figured out that it's something bigger than that. And basically what she's saying is that you have a guidance that comes from within that you should be following. You don't have to worry about this ancient text that was been around for X amount of time. follow that guidance that comes from within, because that's the real GPS, so to speak. So yeah.